Hello everyone. So from today we will be starting with our new series of async programming in C Sharp. तो आज हम जस्ट सीखेंगे कि असिंक्रोनस प्रोग्रामिंग क्या होती है, वो कैसे अलग होती है सिंक्रोनस प्रोग्रामिंग से, और हम इसको कोड में कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट कर सकते हैं। तो हम इसके लिए जिस चीज़ का एग्जांपल लेने वाले हैं वो है ब्रेकफास्ट का। सो इसके लिए हम ये वाली फंक्शनलिटीज को इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे लाइक दिस, जहाँ पे हमें ब्रेकफास्ट बनाने के लिए वी हैव टू pour coffee, then we have to heat a pan, then frying eggs, frying bacon, toast bread, jam on bread and pouring a juice. So let's say हमारे पास ये सब काम करने के लिए हमने एक शेफ को हायर करके रखा है। ओके, शेफ। और इस शेफ का जो बेस्ट टाइम पास है वो है प्लेइंग गेम्स ऑन मोबाइल। ओके, लेट्स से उसको मोबाइल पर गेम खेलना बहुत ज्यादा पसंद है, मोबाइल। और इसका एक मैनेजर है या फिर बॉस कह लीजिए, बॉस, जिसको क्या चाहिए, वर्क डन बाय शेफ, मतलब वर्क जो है वो फास्ट होना चाहिए। सो मैं जस्ट आपको एक करंट सिनेरियो बता देता हूँ कि सिंक्रोनस प्रोग्रामिंग में होता क्या है। अब जो शेफ है वो हमारा थ्रेड है। ओके, और बॉस जो है वो लेट से हमें या फिर हमारी कंपनी है जिसको सारी चीजें फास्ट चाहिए और एफिशिएंट चाहिए। सो अब सिंक्रोनस प्रोग्रामिंग में हम एक टास्क को दूसरे टास्क के बाद करते हैं। मतलब हम पहले कॉफी पोर करेंगे, उसके बाद पैन को हीट होने रखेंगे। जब पैन हीट हो जाएगा तो उसमें एक फ्राई करेंगे। जब तक एक फ्राई नहीं हो जाते तब तक हम वेट करेंगे, और फिर उसके बाद बेकन फ्राई करेंगे। उसके बाद टोस्ट करेंगे ब्रेड को, उसके बाद ब्रेड पर जाम लगाएंगे और उसके बाद जूस को पोर करेंगे। सो दिस इज थ्रेड ब्लॉकिंग, दिस इज हैपनिंग इन थ्रेड ब्लॉकिंग मैनर. So what currently happening is chef is starting to pouring a coffee. It is a synchronous operation, so we can't do anything here. We need active participation of chef for pouring a coffee. Then we can go back and then we are heating a pan and then we are waiting for pan to be heated, and then we are writing to next task, which is frying the egg, and we are waiting for that egg to be fried, and similarly. So this way these tasks are done. Okay, but what we want is we want this task to be asynchronous. Means, okay, so let's first see how will synchronous code look like. So I have wrote one code snippet here. Okay, just a moment. Okay, so here is a code snippet. Now, if you see, I have wrote some function like pouring coffee, frying egg, frying bacon, and toast bread, and pouring orange juice. Now, as this is a synchronous function, so पहले pour coffee होगा, उसके बाद एक फ्राई हो गया, उसके बाद फ्राई बेकन होगा, और जब तक एक पूरी तरह से फ्राई नहीं हो जाते तब तक हम फ्राई बेकन प्रोसेस को स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकते। और अगर आप देखोगे ये फ्राई बेक प्रोसेस में क्या है। सो लेट्स से फॉर फ्राइंग एग्स, पहले हम तवे को गर्म करते हैं, फ्राइंग वार्मिंग द एग पैन, and then we are giving it a delay of 3 seconds. So let's say it takes up to 3 seconds, and after that to cook our egg it takes 3 seconds again. So now what I did, let's add a log here, which is basically taking, which is basically counting a time. So we will just print date time dot now. So we will start it with the log that starting the breakfast. Okay, date time dot now. ओके, सेम थिंग हम जब ये एंड हो जाएगा तब भी लिख देंगे, जिससे कि हमें पता चलेगा कि चीजें कितनी फास्ट है फिर कितनी स्लो हो रही है। ओके, सो आई विल स्टार्ट एग्जीक्यूटिंग दिस कोड। ओके, सो अगर आप देखेंगे तो एक के बाद एक प्रोसेसर, मतलब अब को एक कुक हो रहे हैं, वो 3 सेकंड बाद वो पूरे हो जाएंगे तो हम बेकन स्टार्ट करेंगे। उसके बाद हम बेकन की दूसरी साइड को हिट करेंगे, वेट करेंगे। जब बेकन हो जाए तो टोस्टर स्टार्ट करेंगे, एंड लाइक दैट, एंड एवरीथिंग इज हैपनिंग सिंक्रोनसली एक के बाद एक। So the time that it taken, it started at 13:57 and it ends at 38:13, which is around 18 seconds of execution time. सॉरी 15 seconds of execution time. तो हमें ये पूरा जो प्रोसेस है इसको करने में 15 seconds लगे. Now the problem here is with this sort of execution, as boss is anyway unhappy that it is taking more time to make breakfast, so less revenue. And for chef also, he, let's say, as he is being blocked while pan is hitting or eggs are frying, so he just is being busy doing nothing. Means for frying egg, if you put the eggs, then you don't have to take a look at it, right, until it gets completed. So you just have to wait there. But as he's waiting there, he's not able to do any of his tasks. Let's say he wants to play a mobile game while eggs are being fried, but he can't do that, so he is blocked, so he is also unhappy. Okay, so now what we'll do is we will update this code to be async and await, which is from the TAP model of which is asynchronous programming model for C sharp, task asynchronous programming model. So in this video, we will just be looking at how to use it. We will take a look at its you I mean backend in the future videos. So create any method asynchronous. What we have to do is we have to first write async keyword in the method signature, and also it should return some task if we want it to return something. Otherwise we can just skip it. Now our method is void, so I have written a task here and I am not giving it any date type. But in case of pouring coffee, it needs to be asynchronous, because for pouring coffee it need our attention of our thread, in this case our chef actively participating there. But for frying egg, we can make this method asynchronous. So we will make this asynchronous. And we will return a task here, which is a task of returning the eggs, right? So yeah, that's what we done here. Now, what is happening is we were blocking the threads for the 3000 seconds here. Okay, so we will not do it this way. We will be saying that we will be waiting for 300 second, and we will not be blocking it for 3 seconds. So that is what we are doing here. So we are using await keyword instead of wait. I will make I will explain further video on what is the difference between this wait function and await keyword. So yeah, for now we will just remove this and write it with await keyword. Now if we go up where we are frying the eggs, you will see that red line saying that it is it is returning the task, but we are storing it in the value of egg. So what we have to do here in order to fetch, because it is a task, right? We are starting the task of frying the eggs, but in order to get the eggs out of that, when that task completed, we have to wait for it. So we will be waiting for that task to complete, and just like that, we will be doing this sort of operation for all these three methods: fry bacon and fried. So in bacon, we will again be modifying signature with async keyword and returning a task of type bacon. Again, we will not be waiting like this. We will not be blocking the thread, but we will be using the await keyword. Similar thing here. Okay. I think this is done. So we have to again add await here. Same thing we will be doing for toasting the bread. And let's add async of type task, and which is returning us a toast. And we will wait for this task. Oh, okay. I have to update that time, right? Waiting time. Yeah. So we will not be blocking the thread, but we will be waiting for it to complete. Now we will be waiting here also. Okay. So now if we run this code now, previously our previous execution took something like 15 seconds, and now if we run this code, let's see. Here, if you see current logs, you will not see much difference. It is same sequence as previous. It is same sequence that we have previously done. But and if you see the time of execution that is needed, it is still around 15 seconds. So it started at 14 seconds and it completed at 29 seconds. So it again execution time is of 15 seconds. So execution time of this whole task doesn't change because if you see this code, we are waiting for this frying egg task to be complete. We are waiting for this frying bacon task to be complete, and we are not moving to next line until the task is completed, right? So what we want to do is we we will just see now how it has changed the execution at backend, or how it has changed life of chef, or in case if it has changed life of the boss. So I will just add similar image. So here is my image. Now what is happening here is thread is starting. Okay, pouring coffee need active participation. So here it is active participation. Then we started hitting the pan. And while we are hitting the pan, we don't need to be blocked. We can wait for it. So while our chef is waiting, he can watch his Instagram and play with mobile games or something like that, whatever he wants. And then once pan is heated, then he can basically fry the eggs. Once he's put the eggs for frying, he can again wait for that because we are now waiting and we are not blocking it. Again, enjoy his time. Again, same thing, frying bacon, start frying bacon, again, enjoy his time. Again, toasting bread, again, enjoy his time. But jam on bread and pouring juice needs his active participation. So, yeah, that's it. Now, if you see from the boss time standpoint, nothing had changed because execution time is literally the same. It was previously also 15 seconds, now it is also 15 seconds, right? Here it take 15 seconds to complete, and here also it take 15 seconds to complete. But now what has changed? Our chef life has improved as he is getting some time for himself in between. He's getting some relaxation. He's getting to do what he likes. So yeah, we are not blacking it. We are waiting for our task to be completed. But now it's time to make the boss happy. So what we will be doing is we will be updating this code again. Now, as I have said, this fry egg method returns a task. So what we can do is we can start a task, but we do not need the result immediately, right? So instead of waiting here, what I will do is I will not wait here. I will wait whenever I need eggs. So I will be needing them in the end when I need to serve them on my plate, right? So I will just be changing its data type. It is of type task egg. So I will rename this variable to task egg task. Sorry, egg task. So yeah, and here it is not getting ready. Okay, so I will remove this log from here. And same thing. Oh, okay. I will, what I can do is I will use this log in later somewhere. Let's say after we pour the orange juice. In that case, we will be serving it hot. So yeah, I will now remove this log from here. Now we have a task that is starting to fry egg and we are leaving it there. So we have started frying egg and we move on to frying bacon. We have not wait for frying eggs to be complete, and we will do the same thing for frying the bacons. Again, we will be renaming its variable to bacon task, and we will not be waiting for it to be complete. Okay. Oh, let's use this log somewhere else. When we serve egg, let's say after that I want my bacon to be served. Same thing for toasts, where and toast task. Now, okay, what I can do is applying this butter to toast, applying jam to toast is done once we get toast out of the toasting the bread, right? So what I will do is I will do this once I have served bacon in my plate. But now we need the egg before we can say that eggs are ready, right? So what we will do is we will wait. So let's say we have plate in hand and we are waiting for egg to be completed, egg task to be completed. So we will await for एक task. Same thing. We will await for bacon task. Okay, semicolon is missing. And same way, we will wait for toast task. But if you see here, for further execution, we need that toasts from that toast task. So what we can do is we will store it in variable. Okay, so now once toast task is completed, we are applying butter on them, we are applying jam on them, which are synchronous operation. It needs active participation from the chef. और उसके बाद हम उसको जस्ट लॉक कर रहे हैं। और अब अगर अब हम इसका एग्जीक्यूशन देखें, लेट्स रन दिस कोड। So if you see now the sequence is different. We start warming the egg pan. We have also added 3 slices of bacon, let's say, to the another pan. We also started toasting, and all these things are running asynchronously. And if you take a look at the time, it started at 13 seconds and ended at 19 seconds. So it is like, I think, 6 seconds. So it is faster and being asynchronous. So we will see in the diagram what has changed now. So if we again go here and if we take again same image. So I will just show you execution. So our chef start working and pour coffee needs active participation. He heated the pan, but he did not wait for it to complete. He just started the task. Okay. And once the task is started, let's say he just put the pan on. Let's say consider these two tasks as a single entity. Okay. Then he move on to the next task of frying the bacon. Again, he started this task and just move on to doing the next task. Again, he started this task and move on to doing next task. But jam on bread need this task to be executed. So we started writing await statements here. So first we write await statement for this task, then for this task, and then for toast task. So we are awaiting all the tasks here. Once we get the eggs, we have served them on the plate. Once we get the bacon, we have served it on the plate. And once we get the toast, we have applied jam to it and then served on the plate. And let's say then pour the juice. So that is how execution time for this execution is only 6 seconds. So if you want to see what is happened with more clarity, I have another image which basically tells us. So we have pour coffee, we have fried eggs, and we did not wait for that. So if you see here, time did not pass, and we started frying the bacon, and at the same time we started toasting the bread. So we started these three things without waiting for them to complete. Again, if something goes wrong, let's say eggs burnt, these are the scenarios when error gets thrown, and same thing for bacon burnt. So this is how our execution is faster in asynchronous task. In the next video, we will be jumping in more technical things which are related to this asynchronous programming for C#. For this video, that's it. Thank you. Bye.